You're live! Yay! That's what it said. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let's just check here. Can you guys hear me? All three of you? Four of you. Can you hear me? Okay, let me just give it a moment for a few people to get on. Can you hear me? Hold on a minute. Let's see. Oh, okay, cool. I wasn't sure because I had this issue where my computer was like, "Oh, you need to connect your webcam and mic to do a live stream." And then it just worked and let me set it up. So I was like, okay, hopefully it's all working fine then, because I haven't had that happen before. So, what's up, everyone? As you probably know, I am the Kaiju no Kami. A lot of new stuff going on. Just so you know, my sinuses are like all over the place right now because of the weather. So if I have to blow my nose or anything, I'm just going to put my little stand in here and get up and do that. So you're not watching me go like, "Wah, wah, wah." So if I just go like, hold on, boom, he's here, it means most likely I'm blowing my nose or I really gotta get a drink of water. It's annoying right now. What else? Got some new anime Blu-rays recently. I've got one of the worst Gundam series, but it's cool. It means all I have left to get now is Reconquista of G, and then I'll have all of Gundam, the main Gundam series at least. I've got these two, Bryger and Boxingar. Boxingar. So I'm just waiting for the third series to come out. And I guess GoBots was based on this series, Machine Robo. So that's cool. Looking forward to eventually checking all those out on top of all the other anime I have piling up. Like the Romance Trilogy and Titanius. And then I want to get the Lupin the Third stuff. I've been started getting the City Hunter stuff, Blu-rays. And not enough time to watch it all because Toku takes up all that time. Let's see. Let me string the chat back up to the beginning so I can tackle those in a moment. I've also been playing Horizon Forbidden West, which has been really, really good so far. Not as good as the first one, but still really solid overall. I just feel like the mystery of the first one, learning about what happened with the world, was so great that this one, it just doesn't live up story-wise because the mystery is gone. And then, let's see. Been working on my Kamen Rider Hibiki review. That review feels like it's taking forever to get through because I had a convention in the middle of after I recorded. I was sick for a day after I recorded, or for a day. I worked nearly all of this past week for subbing, and the week before I worked a couple days. So I've hardly had time to really tackle my Hibiki review. I've also been in this Goosebumps kick recently and came to discover the Goosebump books are like collector's items. I was just like, yeah, I want to catch up on my I might even do a video on this, but I was like, yeah, I want to catch up, like close some holes in my collection. And then went to eBay and stuff and was like, these prices are insane. Are you kidding me? They're Goosebump books. Why are they so expensive? So that was kind of a shocker. Ooh, hold on. As I said, if you didn't hear me, I'm going to use this real quick because my sinuses are being annoying. Hold on. All right. My little stand-in for when I have to go and wipe my nose or blow my nose and stuff, or get a drink of water. Okay. What else have I done recently? I've been watching Kamen Rider Fives because that will be the next Kamen Rider series I review after Hibiki. I am 22 episodes into that. Kurolaka and I started watching Hawkeye yesterday. We got through the first 4 episodes. We watched What If last week, which was okay. And yeah, Hawkeye's been really good. There's a car chase scene in episode 3 if you haven't seen it. That is really damn awesome. The acting has been great. Like the girl that plays Kate Bishop, she was phenomenal way back in True Grit that came out with Jeff Bridges, and I thought she did an excellent job there for being a child actor, and she clearly has grown since then because she's really, really damn good. And Tony Dalton is incredible, even though I feel like he's just playing his character from Better Call Saul. Speaking of Better Call Saul, the new season has been incredible so far. All right. Let's see. Anything else I want to mention before I get to some comments? No, let's get to some comments. Howdy again from Cherry Fluff Belly Official. Howdy. Scorn 811. Hello, Kaiju, organizing my library of books on a rainy day. How have you been? I hope that answered your question on how I have been. Oh, and we are going through the process of trying to get a mortgage loan so we can start looking for houses because we're tired of apartments. Arcana Master, hello there. Steve Harada, hi, hola Kaiju, I have good news. And I'm sure I'll read that. Yep, looks like I'll read it in a moment. I hear ya. Cool. Sup, Kaiju from Darth Madara. Steven Harada says he finished Kamen Rider Blade. Yay! Annexade. You know what? Finishing a series is still an achievement no matter what. So, yay! Seriously, 50 episode series are an achievement to finish at times, good or bad. Rafael Navarro, hey. Nick Cooper, good morning, Kaiju no Kami. How are you doing on this fine Saturday? I hope you heard me. Advent Nebula, that computer's still giving issues. No, this is the MacBook. I do the live streams on the MacBook. It was just weird because it said it wasn't connecting to the mic and cam, but when I went into the settings, it said the mic and camera were connected. So I just basically had to close Chrome and reopen it. Russian Wanderer, yo. Anthony Sarkis, hey Kaiju, hope you are doing well. I hope you heard my whole spiel of everything. Stephen Harada, what is your next Kamen Rider and Sentai review upcoming? Well, I'm sure you heard me say Hibiki and Fives. For Sentai, I haven't even started any Sentai yet. I want to... I don't know. I'll just watch a Sentai series when I'm in the mood to review one. Right now, I've just been in a Kamen Rider mood, and then I've got some more Ultraman stuff to cover. And yes, I know I have the anime and Gridman to cover, Russian Wanderer. I know. I'm going to hope to tackle those this summer. When I'll finally have some free time because end of year for school is exhausting this year. The end of the school year this year is just so mentally exhausting. All the teachers are done. mentally. All the students are mentally done. This has been like the longest school year ever. All right. And I'm losing people. I guess people didn't like me saying that. All right. Scorn saw The Northman and the new Nick Cage film as a double feature, both decent flicks. I want to see both of those and Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, or whatever the Michelle Yao multiverse movie is. I want to see all three of those. It's just we might just have to wait for video because we just don't have time right now. And obviously, we've got to see Doctor Strange Friday so that somebody doesn't spoil it for us. The Marvel films are the one thing that is like need to see opening weekend, otherwise we're going to get spoiled. Darth Madeira, anyway, first off, thanks for sending that follow on Twitter. Any support from fellow reviewers always appreciated. Oh, shoot. I've got to share something. Hold on. I got to share something. Yeah, that I should have. I got to share something from someone on Face that asked me something on Facebook. Somebody did a Kamen Rider G review, brand new Toku reviewer, and wanted some feedback, and I was going to share the video for others to see. Oh well, I'll have to remember to do that later. Thoughts on Quattro Robabawina? He was fine. I don't have anything that negative to say about him. I don't have anything positive either. Quattro was fine. Captain Yo Crunch 45. Hi, Kaiju. Hey, right back at ya. Games by Mark Wolf. Hey, Kaiju. Hey. Nice one. I saw that on Twitter from Cherry Fluff Belly. Oh, yeah. Probably for my stuff I was showing off. Nice box for a crappy Gundam anime. Oh, yeah, it is. And I like it because it matches with the Seed box. So you've got the HD versions of the series, which apparently kept all clip shows intact. Why? I don't know. Then we've got something called Stargazer, which doesn't have a dub on it, which is kind of disappointing. Because, I mean, they dubbed the HD series with new actors, so why couldn't they dub Stargazer? And then SD versions of the series and the compilation movies with the O dub intact. And then it comes with yeah. Then it comes with an art book. And so it's got like character bios in there, interviews, stuff about it airing. So it like compares it airing the HD version to the SD version. It's got Gundam data on there, and like a glossary of everything from the series. It's pretty cool. They did the same thing with Seed. I wish they actually would do this with every Gundam series. I would totally rebuy the original show Zeta and Double Zeta if it included all this stuff with like new English dubs for all the series. Use the Origins Unicorn dubcast for the original, all the original UC series, and then dub Victory Gundam and Double Zeta, Victory Gundam, and Turn 8 for the first time. That'd be really awesome. I would love to have every Gundam series in a box like this, or even a box like the G Gundam one. All right, Jam Calax, I'm so jelly. What's also cool is I got this on sale a couple weeks ago for 150, I think it was 140, which considering they're actually was less than that because it was more considering they're $250 normally, that was a great price. You should do a full Blu-ray collection. I see it. Like a full Gundam Blu-ray collection, Steven, or just like a full Blu-ray collection overall? Howdy Jamal, Advent Nebula, your enemy backlog is like my gaming backlog with the PS5 now. Yep, Advent. But then again, I have a huge gaming backlog as well. I have like PS2 games that I still need to play. That's why I'm never concerned if video gaming goes all digital, then fine. I'll just go and play all the backlog of games I have instead of playing new video games since I don't do digital. Supreme Omega. Hey Kaiju, hope you are thoughts in the initial Heisei. Hope you are well. Thoughts in the initial Heisei trilogy, Tiga Gaia of Ultraman. Do you feel all three are good and brought new life to the franchise? Okay, so Supreme Omega. I don't know if you have watched my reviews yet of them. I love Tiga. Tiga is one of my favorite Gundam. Wow, one of my favorite Ultraman series of all time. Probably my top 5. Dyna, I did not like. Dyna is the Ultraman 80 of the Heisei era. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like the lack of character development. I hated Shin Asuka. Hey, he's named Shin Asuka. He's an annoying little brat who screams and deserves to die. Just like the Shin Asuka in Ultraman Dyna. And then Gaia. I loved Gaia as well. Almost as much as Tiga. So, I think they were great. I think bringing back the Ultra franchise, they did a good job. I just feel that Dyna was completely inferior to Tiga, and everything Tiga did great at, Dyna just tried to do the exact opposite. It was just way too silly for its own good at times. It felt like a Showa. No. It felt like a Showa era series from the 70s, stuck in the 90s. Just too silly. Riley Kazuma, I wasn't expecting you to live stream, to be honest. I was planning all week to live stream today, and then with my sinuses, I was like, do I really want to live stream today? But I was like, I'll just deal with it. Worst case, I just go like, okay, I can't do this anymore. But yeah, it was just so busy this week. I didn't even have time to pre-schedule it. Arcana Master finally got the chance to pick up No Way Home on Blu-ray. I've got to pick that up. I've been too busy to buy No Way Home. Plus, I just picked up some Hitchcock 4Ks. Oh, I didn't grab those to show off, but yeah, I picked up some Hitchcock 4Ks. I just ordered some film noir box sets from Kino. So I haven't had the chance to buy No Way Home yet. I figured that one's going to be available for a very long time. There's no rush. Plus, I might put it on my birthday list next month. Best and worst Gundam Boy. Best is Judao, tied between Judao and Camille. The worst is Shin Asuka. The Thad Kamen Rider fan. Did you ever go to prom or homecoming in high school? Nope. I don't even know if we did homecoming. I don't even know I didn't even know what homecoming was until like the show Heroes. Prom, nah. Me and a few friends skipped prom and we just had our own little hangout that night. Prom just seems like a whole lot of hoopla, waste your money type thing. Steven Harada. I thought The Northman was okay, but I want to watch it again. I want to see one of the things that drives me. Well, I like Robert Eggers, and from what I've read, this movie, The Northman, was inspired by Conan, which totally makes sense because it looks like a Conan movie to me. So I definitely want to see it. Darth Madeira. Second, I'm sure you heard news about Neil Adams passing away. Rest in peace, creator of Ra's al Ghul. I have. I have no opinion. I won't get into it. Stephen Harada, do you think since Futopia is coming out that maybe Funimation will try and buy the rights to W on Kamen Rider Double? Or will they make a deal with Shout? I don't know, but I think it would be the perfect time for Shout to announce Kamen Rider Double coming to Blu-ray and streaming to take advantage of that anime. I've been going back and forth if I want to tackle Double this summer as well once I'm done with Fies and Ultraman Mabius. Goosebumps. I'll send a picture in the Discord of that. Like a picture of your Goosebumps collection. Actually, I'm not gonna get into it. I was thinking if I should grab the box of Goosebump books because I've got the 62 original series, 2 of the 2000 series because my brother stole them all for drug money, and then I've got half of the choose your own ending ones and 6 of the short story books. That they better Gundam Dust Scythe Hell Custom. I'm Batman. Nice clay doll. This I've used this before. I can't remember now who sent this to me, but there was a person who sent this to me, which was really really awesome. And in fact, let me go use this now because I'll be right back. Blech. Okay, so since I had to get up anyway, all right, since I had to get up to get some water, blow my nose, I decided to just grab the box. So here is, well, on top, we've got Goosebumps 47 to 62, the short stories, and the choose your own ending books I have. And then, and 2 more choose the ending books. And the 2000 books I have. And then, which I'll probably end up showing this off again when I do my video on Goosebumps that I'm thinking of doing. Just because it really amazed me with how much this thing cost. These are collector's items. And then 5 is missing because Krelika and I are currently going through that one. But 1, 2, 20 or 46. So that is my Goosebumps collection. Let me put these all back in here. So yes, it is a lot. And so yeah, I looked online. I was like, hey, cool. Let's see. One book went for like $50. Another book was like, how much is this book? And then there are books that apparently have never. Oh, and I have this thing. I used to have the Caps collection. And yeah, so that's my Goosebumps collection. And eBay just was like, what? Really? How? Let's see, where was I? Oh, yeah, that. Wow, I got so distracted with that. So yeah, apparently there are Goosebump books that have never been reprinted, which is why they're going for expensive on eBay, and they rarely go up for auction. And I guess 5 people got bored of Goosebumps because they left. Okay, but yeah, some I can't remember who it was made this for me and sent it to me, which was pretty cool. So I used it in a couple. I would have it like when I would do my Kaiju no Kami news. I would have it sitting on the table by me. So I was like, well, since with this live stream, I'm gonna have to occasionally get up and blow my nose and stuff. I might as well make use of it and put a be right back sign on there as my signal, like, yeah, I'll be right back. And who knows, maybe I'll continue doing that for all the live streams going forward. So I can continue getting uh showing it off because it is pretty cool. Alright, let's get back to the comments. Goosebumps has been around for 30 years at this point, though the price is unjustifiable. Oh my god. I cannot believe how much those cost. And then I had learned, because then I learned Goosebumps was back in print, like being more books are coming out. So at some point I got to get all the new books, the Horrorland, Slappy World, and all that stuff. But I would like to at least fill up the old ones, like finish my collection on those. But we'll see. All right. I hate Vice. You know, I'm 22 episodes into it and I am enjoying the hell out of it. I'm like, man, not watching this show for about 12 years has really has actually really worked because I really am enjoying it again. I feel I'm enjoying it as much as I did like the first few times I watched it. Now, that doesn't mean I'm gonna like the last 10 episodes because when those Orphanak hunters are introduced, that's when the series fell apart for me. But for right now, I'm enjoying it. I love the dynamic. I love the soap opera style of the show. I like that it's not just gimmick, gimmick, gimmick. Um, and I like the Orphanax. On the other hand, a lot of this show's problems could be solved if they would just actually communicate with people. I think communication is the biggest flaw in this show. Nobody just sits down and talks to each other. It's kind of weird because, like, okay, um, you have this problem, but instead of solving it, you just fight about it or get pissed off and walk away about it. Like, you could just chat and that would solve like 90% of your problems. Let's see. Steven says, I also recently started Kamen Rider Kuga and Kabuto, was watching a tiny bit of Kiba and Drive, and I'm thinking I'll go back to them and start fresh all over. Of those four, I obviously recommend Kuga the most. I am looking forward to revisiting Kabuto again at some point because I haven't seen that since it aired. And then Krilika and I are planning to watch Drive this summer. So I'll be reviewing that sometime this year as well. This way we'll have every Heisei series except uh Geo done, like watched in full this year. And who knows, maybe we'll tackle Geo. Let's see. JF Hula, welcome. Yeah, I've sad. I hear Fies is mixed. Anthony Sarkis, what are your expectations for Ultramavia series? I haven't seen the show yet, but I've heard nothing but good things about it. I don't know. I'm curious because I guess it takes place in the Showa universe. So I'm curious to see how they make it work because the timeline gets a little crazy in the Showa universe. The Showa timeline doesn't make sense at times. So I'm curious to see how Mabius pulls it off. Captain Yo Crunch 45 retracted the message. Sad. I also hate What If. All those alternate versions just aren't the same as the original. It depended on the episode. I found the Captain Carter episode to be okay, slightly boring. I love the T'Challa Star-Lord one. I hated the one of what if the Avengers died before becoming Avengers because it was so freaking boring. The Doctor Strange episode was pretty good. The zombies one was not bad. I loved all the zombie references Peter kept making. The Killmonger one was incredible. I think that's my favorite of the season. The Thor one, the frat boy Thor was not bad. And then the two-part finale with Ultron, the Infinity Stones was pretty cool. I loved how the Watcher just played everybody. Let's see, Darth Lanera. Oh, you'll love the last two episodes. No spoilers, but you'll be shocked on who the real villain is. For which series? Darth? Ugh. Fies is Japan's favorite Kamen Rider. Yep, apparently it is. Advent. The Russian Wanderer. Kicker Shinaska. Koost of Superlink Energon. See Destiny. Now I still think Energon was way better than See Destiny. And I thought Energon was better than Armada. Superlink was better than Micron Legend. All right, Sarge Man 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder that probably Subaraya going to do What If on the Ultra franchise. No idea. Steven Harada, I am also on Revice, but I got to catch up. I need to see episodes 30, 31, 32 before 33 comes out. I need to see the Veil miniseries. I haven't done any of the side miniseries stuff for Revice at all. Episode 32, we won't be watching until next week with 33, if schedules go well with Silver Quill. Supreme Omega on Better Call Saul. Do you feel Chuck is the true villain of the show? In many ways, he's the reason why Jimmy turned into Saul. Oh, Chuck was a horrible, horrible person. That dude was awful. He was just horrid in so many ways. He is absolutely the reason Jimmy became Saul, because he never believed in Jimmy. Even when Jimmy tried to make him proud, he didn't care. So absolutely, Chuck is, without a doubt, the villain for at least the first 3 seasons. He's the first arc villain. And then, well, even after he died, like Jimmy's whole thing, that was just insulting. Like, oh, well, for your to become a lawyer, and they want you to talk about your brother. Well, they only care about him because of his name, not because of who he is. So I totally can understand why Jimmy went to the dark side. Riley Kazuma, as a hockey fan, I can't believe the Vegas Golden Knights are out of the playoffs. Hopefully, the Carolina Hurricane can win the Cup or Tampa Bay 3-peats. Sadly, Riley, I know little to nothing about sports, so I have no opinion on that. But are you from Vegas? Is that why they're your favorite? All I know is that my home team, the Sabres, suck. All right. Like in the T'Challa Star-Lord episode, we just cut to him getting the orb, and we skip the dance sequence to come and get your love. I know that version of Star-Lord isn't into music. Yes, and that's what I liked about it. It was completely opposite of Peter. Okay. Crap. Hold on. One sec. This is annoying. Yeah. Star-Lord is, I don't know what did I say. Okay. Woo! Oh, my sinuses are very annoying. Maybe I should have waited till next week to do this live stream. Oh well. JF, what are your thoughts on Revice so far? It is excellent. Right now, it's trending to be the. Right now, it's probably the best Kamen Rider series since Gaim, and it's trending to possibly be the best series. I since, at least to me, since Blade. Now, that could change. The ending could completely they could completely do a botch job. So we'll just have to see. But so far, I'm really loving Revice. Arcana Master Haley Stanfield is the actress who plays Kate Bishop. She also plays Spider-Gwen in Spider-Verse. Yep. And like I said, she was in True Grit as the little girl there. That Kamen Rider Man, oh man, her music is awful. Whose music? I forgot what we were talking about with music. All right. And I just lost my place. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, her music is awful. Cherry Fluff Belly Official. Heard back anything from Silvercore lately on Twitter? Because I have. He's coming over today. So, what do you mean? I'm not sure what the context is. But yeah. Oh, and just so you know, I believe you saw his Twitter post about the Marvel shows. He's halfway through WandaVision. Well, as of yesterday, he was halfway through WandaVision. He might be closer to the end by the time he comes over today. Thad, Kamen Rider fan, but anyway, you're taking something out that made the original so good, not replacing it with anything better. For What If, well, see that the thing is with What If, it was just a series of stories set in the multiverse, and the comic book series back when I was a kid had some cool ideas. I can't say that they were the greatest comics ever, but the ideas were interesting. So I had no problem with this What If because it's a place with infinite number of universes. So I like the concept of the multiverse. I've always loved multiverse stories. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. They're not meant to replace the original. Unless you're trying to do Zack Snyder's vision of DC, then he's just trying to replace the original with that pretentious, dark bullshit crap. Hey, where's the switch? I just noticed the switch isn't in the dock. Krelika must have it. I appreciate that congrats, and honestly, it is a lot to get through in terms of episode quantity. But I liked for different reasons. Cool, Steven. JF, what are your thoughts on Dawn Brothers so far? I love it. I love Dawn Brothers. It's not the greatest Sentai ever, but I love that it's not trying to do the same Sentai tropes. I haven't seen a series break the Sentai mold since Geki Ranger. So far, I'm really liking Dawn Brothers. The fact that they're not even acting like a team yet is pretty darn awesome. Blade was like a high 7 or low 8, and X8 honestly a 9. I honestly did enjoy X8, but I understand why you don't like that series. And Q Ranger that came out the same year, I have to get to Q. I am not looking forward to rewatching Q Ranger in the near future. Arcana Star, I finally finished the Clone Wars animated series along with the Bad Batch. I really enjoyed them. I'm not familiar with the Bad Batch. Clone Wars, it was hit or miss for me. I watched the first season, and My biggest issue for being called Clone Wars, it was still more about the Jedi than the clones. I think there was only one episode in the first season that felt like it was actually about the clones. And I guess the episodes weren't even aired in order, which is even more annoying. Ugh, my nose is bothering me though. If Blade was on a tier list, it'd probably be an A or a B in terms of like the end game. It's S plus tier, but overall A or B or B. For me, it is totally S plus all the way through. The only negative for me is that two-parter with the two Hajimes. The silly tone just feels out of place for Blade. All right, Supreme Omega on Spidey. I know you have your criticisms on the Infinite Clone Saga, but how about Spider-Man 400 and Kamen's death? A lot of fans feel that issue is the one saving grace of the Clone Saga. Do you agree? Um, Maybe I would if I didn't already know Aunt May comes back to life because I read the Straczynski era well before I read this Clone Saga because I read the Straczynski stuff when it first came out. And Aunt May was in that. And then obviously she died again for Civil War. So Aunt May dying in Amazing Spider-Man 400 had no impact to me because I knew she would be back. So I can't say 400 is like the saving grace for me because I already know that. What I'm more interested in knowing, because I haven't finished the Clone Saga yet, I have one more omnibus to read, is what happened to Peter and Mary Jane's child. Don't tell me. Don't anyone mention in the comments. But that's really the only thing that I'm really curious about is to see what happened. What happened to MJ's pregnancy? Transformers anime should get a Blu-ray release. I agree because it was an anime in high def, so it should be released in high def. Longest school year. What is this? Turbo Ranger? No, it would be longer than Turbo Ranger. Stephen Hara, I'm assuming for you, X-A and Q-Ranger are very excessive with lots of riders and angels and are more flashy, and you don't like it. Not enough because not enough summons. I respect that, but I enjoy them all. Fair. Games by Mark Wolf. For those of you who do not, are blah 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 blah. For those of us who are not in the know, what does it feel like to be in a Kamen Rider mood? Frustrating because it's like I want to watch this series, but I want to watch this series. Oh, this series is cool. I want to watch this one too. Oh, but I want to watch that. And I want to watch that. And then I got to review all these. And then reviewing them is kind of annoying because it's just a long step process and all that editing. That's what a Kamen Rider mood is like. And god damn it, why do they not release this in figure art form? Why can I not get that in figure art form? Why don't they have that in figure art form? Why can't I buy that physically in America? That's what a Kamen Rider mood is like. What would be your S tier riders? Like, oh, the Thad. Okay. That's for the Thad. He answers Kuga, Deno, Forza, Gaima, Drive. Are those series or the riders themselves? Don't worry, Thad. We're planning to just watch Drive this summer. So I'll do a review of it. Hopefully. Well, there's a lot of reasons why we didn't like it the first time. We were when it was airing. All right. Crud. I gotta go blow my nose again. Give me a second, guys. Ew, what is that? Whoopsie! Almost had my water spilled all over the place, which would not have been good. Okay. Let's get statue me out of here again. It is kind of annoying because I have to keep getting up to blow my nose and stuff. All right. Patty Murphy, hello. Hello. Riley Kazuma, at least you don't have 8 ducks to take care of, Kaiju. This is true. Lane Kramer, hey, afternoon all. Hello. Thad. Like a solid list. Love Guy and the rest are next stop writers to watch for me. What is SD? Jake. SD, like, what do you mean by SD? Do you mean like the super deformed type of SD, or SD as in standard definition? Like how this is SD Blu-ray because it's standard definition Blu-ray. So not HD. Darth Madeira, anyway, better go now. Gotta finish up some yard work today. Later, Kaiju. See ya, even though you left like a long time ago. Alright, JF. I'm probably the only person who doesn't outright hate the Seed series. I actually really like the first Seed series, but Destiny was just a slog to get through. I think the first Gundam Seed series is a really good introduction to Gundam. It's not a bad series. It's got a lot of great ideas. It's better if you see it earlier rather than later. Let me put it that way. If it's one of your first Gundam series, it's a great series to start with. If it's later, when you've seen all the good stuff, then I can understand. Then it's not going to be the greatest. Let's see. Kuga's my favorite from Thad. It's not only my favorite writer season, but just one of my favorite shows. That's how I am with Blade. Supremalia also on Spidey. I feel Marvel should collect more issues of the old B titles like Web and Spec in the trades. Actually, they are releasing Spectacular Spider-Man Volume 1 in omnibus form later on this year. It contains the first 42 issues. So I'm looking forward to that. So I think they'll probably do Web when the other omnibuses reach up to the point where like Web would kick off, because Volume 5 of Amazing that just came out, well, it came out a few months ago, but they were advertising the new Spider-Man series Spectacular in there, and now there's a Spectacular omnibus. So they will probably end up doing the same with Web. I'm looking forward to Spectacular Spider-Man. Yes, I would love Web of Spider-Man because my first Spider-Man comics were the 6-part In the Name of the Rose storyline, when we had Hobgoblin separates from his demon form. We've got Rose trying to go against Kingpin. It was a pretty good arc for my first Spider-Man comics. Oh. Relic is calling. Give me a moment, guys. Yo. Yes. Yep. Mostly I've just been having to blow my nose a lot. So I've just got it off. No, I'm not doing it on camera. Alright, but I'm gonna go. Don't forget to stop at the get the stuff for mac and cheese and stop at the library. Okay, whatever, bye. Alright. It's up there with Avatar The Last Airbender and Cobra Kai. I don't even I shouldn't say I don't know what Cobra Kai is, but I've never seen the Karate Kid, so Cobra Kai doesn't interest me at all. Avatar The Last Airbender, I've seen a little bit of. I actually now own it on Blu-ray, so I'm gonna probably try to eventually watch it. So far, Kuga, 2 episodes, and it is really good. Oh, yes, it is. I recently finished Ultraman Z from Captain Yo Crunch 45. What did you think of it? Would you ever review the Mighty Ducks movies, Riley Kazuma? Probably not. And that's because of copyright. Uh the copyright system on YouTube is a mess. So the less American movies I review, the better it is for me as far as stress is concerned. Like, yes, there are a few I still have to review that I want to review. Halloween Kills, Godzilla versus Kong, but I'm starting to come to the decision that I think I'm just gonna put a kaput on reviewing American movies until our copyright system is fixed because it's just not fun. It's just not fun to review movies when I have to fix the claims. Now, maybe that will change when I finally do movies in my new format. I want to try. Like if I don't have to deal with a lot of copyright claims for Godzilla vs Kong when I review it in this new format I plan to do, then maybe I will go for other movies again. But for the most part, I'm done with American movies. I've had enough. Let's see. Are you watching Gridman or the Ultraman anime? Not yet. I have them, but not yet, Michael Stevens. I will hopefully start doing some of them this summer. Full on Blu ray collection, Gundam, Toku, every film, everything. I want to. I keep going, okay, I need to clean this place up so I can do a collection video. And I clean the place up and I'm like, oh, well, I'm getting that next week. So why don't I wait till that arrives? And then and then I'll get it and I'll be like, oh, I have to clean up this mess before I record. And then again, I'll record again. Like, oh, well, that's coming out in a couple weeks. Let me wait for that. So yeah, I should do a collection video sooner rather than later. We'll see. If we don't end up getting a house this summer, then I probably will just do the collection video this summer. If we get a house, I'll probably wait till we get the house set up and then I'll do a collection video. G Gundam was my first favorite Gundam series. And now we wait for the remaining Ultra shows and films from Mill Creek since the Zerth films and Ultra Kids series are on pre-orders at Amazon. Yep, I can honestly say Ultraman Kids. I am not looking forward to that one. I do not want to try tonight. I just got a thing that says your computer's gonna instantly restart and update if you don't choose to do it later. Um, but yeah, Ultraman Kids. I don't even know if I want to review it. I don't even know if I want to request it from Mill Creek for review. It looks horrifying. I want to see that collection with in-depth options tell you what you need for that to happen to motivate you to do. I love those kinds of videos. I just need to stop. Well, I need to wait for the school year to end, so I'm not feeling exhausted, so that I could go like, woo. Obviously, it'd be much better quality. Woo. Let's see. Is that shelf a mess? No, it's clean for the most part. And there's stuff I have to put back in order that we've been watching. Okay. Thoughts on Avatar? I liked it better when it was called Ferngully, Princess Mononoke, Dancing with Wolves. Avatar, I thought. The 3D was the only thing that made it stand out. Luna Raptor, what's your least favorite Super Sentai character? Least favorite Super Sentai character. Let's go with Shinken Gold because he's the one coming to mind right now. Actually, Star Ninja. Let's go with Star Ninja right now. Oh, why is my nose like my nose feels like it's getting even more clogged than it was before when I started this live stream. Jake Schuster, did you see that Kamen Rider Black Belt? I wish I could get it. I have. I was. I don't know what's going on with the Agito belt I pre-ordered. It still hasn't come in. Oh, I gotta blow my nose again. All right, let's do this. Do 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 do. Okay, so everyone's like, "This is the worst live stream ever." The live streamer keeps like leaving the camera. Okay, the black belt would be cool, but I'm waiting for my Agito belt that I pre-ordered. Feels like nearly a year ago to come in. They told me it was going to be the 18th this month, and it clearly never happened. So, yeah, the black belt looks cool. Ryan hopped. Ultraman Gaia, good show. Yes, it was. That Kamen Rider fan. Which did a better job bringing back their franchise, Tiga or Kuga? Ooh, that is a tough one because both are exceptional. Both are the best of their franchise, some of the best of their franchises. I can't really pick because they both did so well. I'm gonna have to say, okay, if I'm gonna go on a story point of view, I'm gonna go with Kuga because Kuga was all story, not just monster of the week, attacks, hero goes out, saves the day, the end. Next episode, monster of the week attacks, hero goes out, saves the day, the end. Kuga really dove into giving a deep story, lots of characters, everybody got moments to shine. The villains just weren't your basic run of the mill terrorists. They were trying, there was the aspect that they were just killing just to kill. So I'm going to go with Kuga because that one completely revolutionized Kamen Rider compared to Tiga, where Tiga still stuck to the Ultraman tropes while having a more serious story. But Tiga didn't do a complete revolutionary update to the series to Ultraman like Kuga did. So I'll go with Kuga. Let's see. Kicker, Cameo bid on you or not. Godai Yusuke is the person everyone needs as their best friend forever. Don McCullen. I'm surprised that Don Brothers decided to go the Gokaiger route as far as taking the forms of previous Rangers instead of just taking or borrowing abilities. It's probably because of the CGI. I'm going to say they went the Gokaiger route because of the CGI pink and black. Even some Showa JF says even some Showa era shows are better than Dyna. I agree, which is probably was in response to that one comment. Or if it's what I just think, yeah, that I just feel like Dyna is too Showa-esque compared to Tiga and Gaia. But yeah, Don, I'm surprised about that as well. Cherry Fluff Belly retracted message. Steven, What I liked about Blade Kaiju was that undead monster designs was the elephant undead being the best to me. I love original OP. Chalice and Lingo are awesome. Oh, I so the elephant undead reminds me of Shao Kahn just because of that hammer. Like I like the elephant undead. Uh my sinuses are killing me right now. Two Kaiju games by Mark Wolf. Yeah, it's annoying. I probably should have waited till next week to do this live stream, but there's no guarantee my sinuses won't be annoyed next week either. So I was like, let's just do it. It sucks, but it is what it is. At least Dinah didn't end up like the 90s Godzilla films. Totally agree, Sarge, man. Thad, that's the hard part about deciding on a new Toku show to watch. I'm getting into the Gundam franchise. I'm primarily interested in pre-siege shows. Nice Russian. Like for me, Zeta, Double Zeta are the peak. And then it all goes downhill from there. Well, not really, but Turn A is phenomenal. What do you think about Ryu Soldier? Koro Frito. Ryu Soldier is a bore fest. Nothing happens. And it's not even fun like Zenkaiger was. At least Zenkaiger, being that it was about nothing, at least Zenkaiger was funny and entertaining, and the acting was great. Ryu Soldier is just there. Ryu Soldier just exists. Kind of Thad, like back when I was first questioning watching Lupin Pot, Kaiju told me it was bad, but a lot of fans consider it to be one of the best. I think it's one of the better ones from the last decade, but that's not saying much. Jeff, have you ever seen? Have you ever seen the Metal Heroes inspired OVA Gokuen Hikaruan Conclave? I have not. I've heard of it though. Someone asked me that a while ago, but I have not seen it. I Laos Twitchibana Tachibana. I also dig Tachibana, but Chalice became my favorite Blade Rider. My problem is Kenzaki. He isn't bad, but bland to me. But the scene where he was taking bullets for the girl was insane. See, for me, Kenzaki made the ultimate sacrifice. So it's hard for me to hate on the dude. Supremo Mega. It's interesting you hate Shinasuke and Destiny. I thought you would dislike Jesus Kira and Saint Lacus more because I cannot stand. I actually Lacus is one of my favorite Gundam Seed characters, so I have no issue with Lacus. I really like Lacus. Like the one scene in Seed when she pulled rank on Lacuse was awesome. I loved it. So Lacus is one of my favorite Seed characters. Kira, he is annoying. He was awful in Destiny, but I still hated Shinasuke more. So I watched it and I thought it was great. Not exactly perfect, but I liked it. Necron 002. Hey, Kaiju, what did I miss? I rambled on stuff. I showed off new stuff, new Blu-rays and Goosebump books, and talked about stuff I've been watching or playing, or I've been trying to answer these questions, while also having very annoying sinuses with my nose. So I've had to get up to blow my nose so that you guys didn't have to see that on screen. And I've got my little I'll be right back buddy here to when I just need to go blow my nose. That's what you've missed. If you're still here, or if you haven't seen me already do that. GF, the reason why Kira Lacus were OOC in Destiny was because the writer for Destiny didn't know how to write them. Agreed. Well, there was also apparently the writer for Destiny was also sick while she wrote Destiny, so she didn't think straight or something. It was a fun from Thad. It was a fun show, good Ranger cast, nice action. The interaction between the two teams could have been better, but it was expected for what they did. My biggest issue with Lupat really was Zamigo. Why have the villain who's responsible for the Lupin Rangers existing barely even hold a presence in your show? Juzo had nothing, is not the reason at all why the Rangers were Rangers in Shikinger, and yeah, he had more screen time than frickin' Zamigo. Speaking of wiping, nose blowing, but yeah, why have Zamigo exist if you weren't going to do anything with him? It just made no sense to me. This is very annoying. Okay. Fact that I've been doing this live stream for over an hour now and I still have people here is amazing. All right. But yeah, Zamigo was the worst part for me. I would like Kamen Rider Double to be dubbed by Funimation. That would be really cool. JF, my problem is, well, it would be cool to have just more exposure. I personally do not like live action dubs, so I wouldn't watch it. But on one hand, if they're smart, they would use their dub cast for the double anime to dub the live action show, so there would at least be consistency with the characters. Since in the Japanese version, they're not using the Japanese actors for Philip or Shotaro. No, no, God, please, no. Jake Schuster, I bet Geo might be next by Shout Factory. It's kind of one of the reasons why I decided I want to watch Drive this summer, because you never know, Geo could be one of the next Shout Factory releases. Steven Harada, wait, your brother, what? Oh, wow. Is that how far back I am? Is when I was showing off the Goosebumps books? Yes, my brother stole stuff for drug money. And some of my Goosebumps books were in some of the stuff he stole, along with a bunch of my comics and figures I still had at my parents' place. My brother went up to the attic, apparently he went to the attic, was like, ooh, what can I sell off? So he took all this crap, like my mom's wedding ring, their air conditioner, a ton of my stuff, and sold it. So yeah, for drug money. That would be cool. No, it wasn't cool. I know what you mean, Thad. It's just perfect timing there. I didn't even know you had siblings. Yeah, he lives in Buffalo still. There's a reason I live in Colorado. As long as Funimation doesn't alter the lines just to be funny, depends, JF. What it is, what it is. Whatever's. I'll tell you what would be on the bottom of the series I watch: Ghost Wizard Decade Geo. I would say of the three I've watched in full, Ghost is the best of those three. I'm going to save those 5 for last. I don't know, Steven. You might want to sprinkle them in, like, your watches, so that you don't just save all the bottom of the barrel for last, which is what I did with Sentai, and now I'm going to regret it. Preach. I understand the hate for Ghost a Decade. Personally, I think Ghost is better than X8, but whatever. Which Goosebumps story is your favorite? I like The Haunted Mask. Jake, my favorite is probably The Headless Ghost. That one was just really intense for a children's horror book. It was so good and suspenseful. The next one after that would probably be Ghost Camp. Ghost Camp was the same. It was really, really suspenseful. Um, but yeah, Ghost Camp and those were really good. Welcome to Dead House is really good. My least favorite are the Monster Blood series. Those stories were the first one was decent, but then they got progressively worse as they went along. Monster Blood 4 is just stupid. Um, but yeah, my top favorites were Headless Ghost, Ghost Camp, Say Cheese and Die. Um, Terror Tower is good. Cuckoo Clock Goes Doom is good. Ghost Beach is interesting. My favorite cover of the series. And it's actually pretty cool because Tim Jacobus, the guy who did the art for 60 of the 62 original books, he's going to be at Denver Comic Con this year, or Fan Expo Denver, as it's being called now. So if we go, I'm hoping I can maybe interview him and maybe buy some artwork from him. Sad, fun, wizard, entertaining. Oh, Goosebumps! It was everywhere a long time ago. Yes, and I don't know if you saw it, Sarge Man. My comment about it, but it's apparently those older books are worth a lot. Why is everything I collect end up being a collector's item? Geo was good, certainly better than Decade. I'll take your word for it. LJ, hey Kaiju, how are you doing? And if I have to guess which Kamen Rider you're doing next, or at least the one we saw in the Hasbro Power Rangers video, it's Hibiki. Yes, Hibiki, I have halfway done. I've been working, and with the convention, I just haven't had time to fully sit down and actually chuck away at it because then when I haven't been working, I just have not been in the mood for it. But I'm hoping to have Hibiki done this week so I can get it out by the end of this week. But then again, I wanted to have Hibiki out yesterday. That obviously didn't happen. So we'll see what happens. It's the end of the school year and things are just getting very hectic. All right, Harada. Our Steven talking to Thad again about the shows. Hear any of that? But there are some past writers that didn't come back. BS. Damn, you have more Goosebumps books than I do Lock Seeds, and I'm the Gaim fan. Goosebumps have really cool toys, did they? I didn't even know there were toys for Goosebumps. Anthony Sarkis, what are your top 6 favorite Ultra series? Top 6? Ultra 7, Tiga, X, or Ultraman X, not Ultra 7X, Orb, Return, probably Gaia. Probably Gaia. And then the original was in there, because the original was great. Let's see. I heard Geo is considered the better anniversary season. Really? Interesting. Let's Sneak 1125. Wait, you are streaming? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And it's very annoying right now because my sinuses keep plugging my nose, and now I gotta go blow my nose again. So let's put this here. It is what it is. Yo, compared to Decade at least. Yo, that's sick. Yes, I know. Having to leave all the time is part of being sick, I guess. Technically. Sort of. Not really. Alright. Ow, 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 ow. I'm guessing you meant by the Goosebumps collection. So that's cool. I'll say this though, all the songs I mentioned, all the intro songs are awesome. Okay. I'm not a big fan of the X8 opening song, but you know what? I like it better than the second opening Hibiki is given. That second opening of Hibiki is just dreadful. Terrible, terrible all around. I don't. Okay, Thad. I don't really count Forza as an anniversary season. Same with Revice. I count anniversary seasons as like the big crossover events. Forza and Revice didn't real aren't series that are fully like crossover events. Let's Seek 1125. Question. Where's the question? Oh, it's down here. Why do you have that Godzilla you pet like a dog? Uh, so when I created the Kaiju no Kami character, I based it off two things. Obviously, Godzilla and Blofeld from James Bond. Therefore, my concept was I was sitting in a chair like Blofeld. The Godzilla that I have is meant to be like the cat you would always see Blofeld and James Bond have. Or if you've seen Austin Powers, Dr. Evil, and who just texted me? So oh, that's but so that's why why I used to have a Godzilla with in my reviews because I based my whole thing off uh Blofeld, or as I was going to say, Austin Powers, Doctor Evil, and Mr. Bigglesworth. So that's why I would do the Godzilla as a cat. LJ, have you ever thought of reviewing Kamen Rider Dragon Knight? Not Ryuki, but the American version. Just asking. I might at some point. I mean, I've reviewed Power Rangers, so I may at some point tackle Dragon Knight. Like Journey Through Decade and Over Quartz are great. My favorite Kamen Rider openings are Break the Chain from Kiva, obvious the Blade openings, especially the first one, and oh my god, the Revice opening is so badass. The Revice opening is amazing. Okay. I didn't know Forza was anniversary. Technically, Steven, Forza was an anniversary series because it came out in an anniversary year, which is why they had there's one episode where they do this celebration because it also had. No, that was O's. Never mind. But it's not like an anniversary season where he's using all the powers of previous riders. Tokupunk Productions. Oh, cool. Kaiju no Kami stream on my birthday. Did I miss much? Not really. You missed me. Well, first, happy birthday. You missed me rambling on and on and on and on. You missed me having to constantly leave and put statue me to say be right back while I go and blow my nose because my sinuses are going crazy from this weather currently. I showed off a bunch of Blu-rays, my Goosebumps collection, and I rambled on and on and on about other stuff. And I tried to answer questions in between. And maybe sometimes I actually answer those questions. Build I like, Steven, but I think the last 10 episodes ruined the show. The clan kaiju looks like it's Funko. I could totally see that. That is kind of interesting. Let's see. I dig it a bunch. Arcana Master. Geo is probably one of the better anniversary writer seasons, but that's not really saying much, sadly. 40 years of Kamen Rider. Well, shit. I never thought about it like that. Build is hella overhyped. Watch Marco Satsu's History of Kamen Rider for more. He seems to have. Whoa. Do not reload the site. I don't want to lose my live stream. Okay. Where are we? Yeah, Marco Satsu's has some pretty good videos. Check him out. I actually revisit Fives, and it's one of my favorites. Nice Nepcrom. I'm 22 episodes into that. I'm hoping I'll be able to review that in early June or late June, because early June will probably be Mabius. Toku Punk, fair enough. I thought it got better then. Double O second season didn't have clip shows. That is true Russian Monitor, which was nice. Cherry Fluffbelly, ever hear of the show Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid? If so, who's your favorite character? I have heard of it, but I've never watched it. It's just not my cup of tea. Not for me. That Crown, were some problems I had with it, but I still enjoyed it. For Build was a good show for most of it. It's just that Evolt got kind of boring. It was like it's like the Frieza saga in Dragon Ball Z. The fight between Frieza and Goku keeps going and going and going. The fight between Build and Evolt keeps going and going and going. Token projections. What? Nah, just kidding. I understand why you think I love it, but it has issues. I'll never see those V cinemas, though the show ended and the V cinemas don't exist. That's how I feel about 01. The 01 Others movies, the Valkyrie and Vulcan movies, yeah, those don't exist. Those are trash. Geo is Decade Season 2. No, it's Decade, but better. 5. Oh, okay. Arcana 5's talking? What's that? Oh, you mean be dicks to each other? Got it. Yep, pretty much. Sad just because, Geo has an actual ending. That's cool. Yeah, Decade had a lot of issues, Steven. It didn't even the movie that was supposed to conclude the show didn't conclude the show. Decade never had an ending. I mean, the villain of Decade was showing up in other shows to crossover with Dec. LJ, what are your thoughts on Down Brothers so far? How are you liking Down Brothers from Necron? I don't know if you guys heard me answer the question on that earlier, but I really like Down Brothers. It's done good. I love that it's breaking all the Sentai tropes. I haven't seen a Sentai show try to break its tropes since Geki Ranger. So I'm really, really liking it so far. And Kiji Ranger, the Pink Ranger, he is a freaking badass. The ending to episode 8 was like, yes, that is awesome. I love Build. I just think people hype it up too much. Yeah. It's kind of like Shikinger. People hyped that one up way too much at times. All right, science check. Give me all it. Actually, I don't need to do that. Okay, cool. All right, that one was good. Kaiju, I haven't seen your most recent reviews for episodes revised 30 to 32 because I'm not there yet, but do you like revised so far? I love revised. I will say 30 to 32 were not the most, no, I haven't watched 32 yet. 29 to 31 were not the most thrilling episodes of the series. But considering what we just came off of, it makes sense. Because even earlier in the show, when we had that big, holy crap, we had the two-parter with the comedian duo. That wasn't so good, but so it makes sense to have some episodes to ease the tension after everything that happened. That I just didn't think they were all that thrilling. Jam Kalax, that is a common complaint by Western fans, but I think it's very much a cultural thing. Plus, Kaiser just exists to thrive on being an edgy troll boy. Yes, he does. Kaiser's secondary writer form is Crop Duster. Understandable from Steven. Apparently, Ultraman Megadus is a bastardization of the word Mobius. Hence why Mobius has the Mobius strip in his transformation. I actually have not seen his transformation, so I did not know that. That's kind of cool. All right, let's scroll. Oh, whoops. I guess I'm not caught up. Well, crap. Wow. Okay, I've got a lot of comments to go through. So let's. Maybe a sweep. Mobius is so good, it's better than Morbius. Are you happy that Batwoman was canceled? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the fans of the show are sad, but I'm personally happy Batwoman's been canceled. I'm open for Star Wars to do their own version of What If. It would be kind of cool. Thoughts on Bayformer as Optimus Prime? Uh, 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 I'll just say that Bayformer's Optimus Prime was just riding off the coattails of G1 for nostalgia. DC Legends was also canceled. Yeah, that I'm a little annoyed with. Even though I dropped the show, I'm annoyed because they apparently did not give the season a conclusion. They just left it off on a cliffhanger, which is BS because they should have just ended the season with a proper conclusion rather than doing cliffhanger shit. Like, what if Obi-Wan told Luke the truth about Vader from the beginning? CW verse gonna die soon. I'd say the CW verse died when Crisis on Infinite Earths happened. What if Vader used the Force to pull Luke up as he fell and took him prisoner instead of just letting him go? That could have been an interesting idea. I do wish they got a proper final season ending, though. Yeah, I don't get that. Like I said, I didn't even know Legends' season had even ended yet until somebody said it today. I was like, wait, they didn't end the season? What? Or they ended the season already and it was on a cliffhanger? Then why would you cancel the show? Give it at least a 5-episode arc to wrap it up. What do you think about the shows? Or what, LJ? What do you think about the Showa era book? I got your answer. Do you like? Wait. What do you think about the Showa era book? I never got your answer. Do you like it better than the other? Oh, sorry, LJ. Are you talking about the Kamen Rider book? Because because the Kamen Rider book, the Showa book is pretty cool. I um I do like the Heisei one better just because there's more shows in it. But I like the also it's weird because the Showa book also has the first, the next, and Ichigo in it, even though those are Heisei movies. So that's kind of weird. But I like both books. Between the two, I like the Heisei one better, just because also the 2000s were the best era of Kamen Rider. Uh, I'm trying to remember what book the other book you talk about. It's been a rough few weeks with the schools. So the end of the school year, it's crazy. My brain is like fried. I don't remember everything that there are things I like, oh shit, I was supposed to do that. Like yesterday, somebody bought digital copies of Gundam Iron Blood Orphans for me, and I kind of forgot to send them the code. Like, oops. Vegas is my favorite. Yes, the Sabres need to go back to the goat head logo. I didn't know they changed their logo. LJ, me and my friends were thinking since you're a substitute teacher, how your students ever recognize you from well, mostly they learn most of them actually learn about have learned about my channel before they've seen my channel. So now, like some of them, if they have a sibling, I do have students that are like, "Hey, my older brother watches your channel, so I've seen your videos." Um, so it's usually they get the channel from me, or if I give their parents a business card, whatever, then they'll see my videos after. It is actually funny. One of the teachers I work with, his daughter, every time he goes to watch my videos, because he bought a water bottle that his daughter took. So his daughter, every time he goes to watch my videos, his daughter will take the water bottle out of her hiding spot, sit on the couch with the water bottle like this as they watch my videos. I also love Revice. Revice is the biggest glow up from Saber ever. I need more Kamen Rider Demons in my life. That shit is one of the best suits ever. Oh, Demons is awesome. Yeah, you thought 014s were kind of forgettable. Wait till you watch Saber. Oh, I'm sure. I've looked at in my booklet that shows all the forms, and I'm like, what? I also love Drive where he has to squish the sides to do the finisher. That was kind of cool. I don't even remember any of the Wonder Ride books from Saber. The lead writer for Revice stepping back to secondary writer to lead the Chainsaw Man writing team. Revice could change momentum. I hope not. Top 10 overrated Ultra monsters from each era. Uh I don't know if I'd be able to do that because I don't. I can tell you. Oh my god, why can I not think of the stupid shark monster with the drill nose? The non-narwhal monster. I can't think of his name right now, but I hate him. I think he's one of my least favorite Ultraman monsters. Yeah. Uh, let's see. Oh my god, why can't I not think of his name right now? Um, Gabila. I hate Gabila. All right. I don't know if I could tell you 10 without it taking like 2 hours to look them all up. But Gabila, I hate Gabila. I'll go with him total. If I watch your review of Agito, will it will not contain spoilers? I know you like detailed, but I just don't know how detailed it is. If you know what I mean. As always in my reviews, I try to avoid deep spoilers. Um, and then if I do have to talk about something that might be a deep spoiler, I try to give that warning so people can skip that section. Um, it's hard to say because obviously there are characters that do pop up towards the end of Agito that I do talk about. Um, but I felt like I did a good job of not giving away anything truly spoilerific. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Those of you that watched my Agito review, do you think I did a pretty good job of not giving any major spoilers in it? Or do you think there is something in there that Steven should wait till he watches the series before watching the review? Let, post it in the comments, not comics. Don Brothers is way better than Zenkaiger, definitely. Don Brothers already has way better villains. All agreed on that as well. Love After World Domination plays on 90s and early 2000s Sentai tropes. After seeing, I needed a break from Toku, Toku comedy anime because Miss Koroitsu and the Monster Development Department was so damn good that I don't want to watch Love After World Domination for a little bit. Jake Schuster, remember when the Joker was a clown? Yep. That Kamen Rider, I don't like it when when Sentai strays too far from the formula. It depends on what you mean by straying. I like to see them trying new stuff. Hero Change. Hello, how are you today? Well, Hero Change, if you are still here, good. Just rambling on and trying to answer these questions and realizing I have a lot to go through. Because I have apparently taken too long to get through some of them. The first few Clone Wars series are kind of meh. Oh, mid. Who is your favorite Spider-Man writer? It's gotta be it's gotta be Roger Stern because he created Hobgoblin, and I love the Hobgoblin saga. After that, it would be Stan Lee. Then I really am loving the Roy Thomas stuff that I've been reading in Omnibus Volume 5. Jerry Conway was pretty good too. But Roger Stern would probably be number one. Then would be Stan Lee. Then Roy Thomas. Then Conway. Now, I haven't read stuff that's in between where Volume 5 leaves off at issue 182. Well, right now I'm at issue 170. So I haven't read anything with Spider-Man from 171 until 222, wherever the Roger Stern's run started. Although I think 206 he did. So I've read issue 206. But other than 206, I haven't read anything from 170 until 220-ish yet. I like the two-parter with Chef Hajime. Fair enough. The only Clone Wars you should be watching is Tartakovsky's miniseries. I don't even acknowledge the existence of the other show. Season 3 and after are amazing. I've seen all Clone Wars. Preach. Say what you will about Seed, but at least the opening themes are lit. I love the music to Seed was great all around. Clone Wars is good. Yeah, there's a chronological order to watch it. One More Day happened. That's when. That's what. Yeah, I don't like One More Day. Have you seen the Chucky films from Godzilla 100? Yes, I have. I liked the first one. Second one was not bad. Third one was okay, and then it just went downhill from there. Although Curse of Chucky was pretty good. Was not bad for a modern one. Yeah, I think if I watch Clone Wars, I'm just gonna watch it in the order the episodes play in. Tell us again your thoughts on Toji Tendo and what would you have wanted the writers to do with them? Giving them character development. That's all they needed to do with Toji Tendo was actually develop them and make them a threat.
Are you still going on about Sentai?
Well, because somebody asked about Toji Tendo.
It is the Seinfeld of Sentai.
Here, say hi. As soon as yeah.
So you show up our messy ass home. Hello.
Hey, it's cool. I've been showing off other stuff.
Over here?
No, not over there. Over there. Now it's over there. Let's see. And it would.
Why don't you do this? We're helping someone sell this thing on eBay. So if you like Fate.
Why am I showing this off?
Sam needs help selling it.
Oh yeah, so Advent needs help selling this. So if anyone wants to buy this and not go through eBay before I put it on eBay, let us know. I don't know what the price is on it. I think it's super expensive. I think he said like $250 or something.
Yep.
So on eBay, I would probably have to list it like $350 just to make up on eBay fees and stuff. And but okay. Anyway, it would have been better for C to have Kira versus Athena as a number one plot point. Possibly. Steven Harada, I now understand this Kamen Rider mood. I want to see everything, but it's also all so long and so many.
Welcome to our world.
Well, that's what I talked about earlier. Let's see. The monsters were funny. The show was just hilarious. The Clone Wars is amazing. Toku Pump Productions says my favorite series is Ryuki. Riley Kazuma, who would be your Sentai crush? He says his is Jasmine. I don't have one.
I have many.
And Corellica has many. Corellica probably could do like a 4-hour video on all her.
I was gonna say. The question is, do you want male crushes, female crushes, other crushes? Toku has way too many.
Let's just say her biggest one is Ren from Ryuki.
Oh, yes.
What are your thoughts on Forze from Captain Yo Crunch 45? Forze is pretty good. It got a little weird towards the end when it felt like they forgot that they had like 8 Zodiarts to get through, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, Sagittarius was a letdown.
Thoughts on Ultraman Trigger?
Watch our videos.
Yeah, Russian
Just watch our videos.
Yeah, JF. He knows we don't like Trigger. He knows I think Trigger is one of the worst. Such an insult.
What anime are people watching? They should be watching this.
Get that out of there.
No.
Let's see. Cosmic Era, See Destiny. Do you think it could have been a good era? Because I feel like it had cool ideas and concepts. Oh, yeah. It definitely had a lot of great ideas and concepts. It's just they didn't know what to do with it after, and they just rehashed the same plots. Would it be cool for Orobuchi to write a Sentai series? Possibly. Thad, I hated Trigger, and it made me want to watch Tiga, and I so want to watch it because I heard it's pretty much Kamen Rider Kuga Ultimate Edition. Trigger is the worst. Hold on a second. Oh, I forgot my little statue. Oh well.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I'd fucking love it if Orobuchi did a Sentai. His work with Gaim is great.
Yes, I do agree. It would be awesome.
Decker is by the guy who made Rube. So does this mean Decker's going to have a really cool villain in the first half that's going to be replaced by some lame-ass little shit for the second?
Yes. Whatever you just said, yes.
LJ put, okay, Kaiju, gotta go. Have a good day. So he probably left long before he even got to his questions. Remember when Tifa Lockhart became an official Italian citizen? I do not.
What was it?
Apparently, Tifa from Final Fantasy VII became an official Italian citizen.
That's actually kind of cool.
The Clone Wars did focus on the clones a lot more in seasons 3 or 4. The clones get the spotlight for the majority of seasons 5 and 6. Season 7 shows what the Clone Wars original characters doing during Order 66. The Bad Batch is about a group of genetic mutated clones. As they figure out what is happening, as they have no idea what Order 66 is. The show takes place after Episode 3. Wow, I'm very far behind because I was like 45 minutes ago when I talked about that. JF, also, I really wish Disney would release the Toei Spider-Man series on Disney+. I mean, they made a whole documentary about it, so I wish they could release it on there. It seems like it's some type of licensing issue with Toei and Marvel. I don't know the exact details. Let's see. Is it sad that Hasbro isn't releasing physical media anymore? They could still be. We just don't know because we have kind of had a pandemic. Tokusatsu fan 1996. Just watched your Battle Fever J review, and what you said about Kenji Shio's career ending wasn't true since he later played Ambassador of Darkness in the Zed Cross Special and Dr. Q in Kyodai can buy closer. Yeah, somebody had corrected me on that way back when I did that review, which was interesting to know about because what I saw is that he was done after Battle Fever J, but maybe it just meant that he was done with Sentai, not the other Toku shows. And I'm sure when I cover Zed Cross, I'll talk about that in that review. Spectacular Spider-Man was definitely a great series, Toku Punk. What's your thoughts on Kira Major, Antoine Ball? Kira Major,
Antoine.
huh?
Antoine.
Antoine Ball.
You said Antoine. It's Antoine.
Whatever. Kira Major was pretty good. The villains were pretty well developed. There was a lot of great camera work. It has one of the best fight scenes in any Sentai series, which I've posted on Twitter a while ago, so you can look it up.
Twitter's dead. Ask Elon.
Did you get Fruity Pebbles?
Yes. Didn't you see me buy it?
No,
You paid for it.
I didn't pay attention because I grabbed Cocoa Pebbles.
Yes,
so,
I know.
So that's actually kind of funny. Okay, anyway, Cobra Kai, hella overhyped. Never seen Karate Kid, so I have no interest in that show.
Even.
Anakin was really the only issue with the Clone Wars, is he doesn't really act anything like in the movies, which on one hand is a positive, but on the other, yeah, he probably should be like he is in the movies. If you did a review of Avatar: The Last Airbender like you do with Sentai and Raya, would you do it season by season or all 3 seasons together? I would probably do is all 3 seasons together because it's one continuous story.
How do you know that?
Because that's what I've been told. Let's see. Snake Eyes is the most disappointing thing since my son.
Did he say since his son?
I think
I imagine it's a joke, or I hope it's a joke. But
the
damn.
YouTube copyright stuff is bullshit. That's not showing up. Let's see. Rebels was a really good Star Wars series. I thought Rebels was great. Never got into Resistance. But then I don't care about the First Order crap of Star Wars. Let's see. There's Gundam 00 stage shows.
There's stage shows for everything. I watched a Black Butler one.
Gundam.
I know.
The Gundam scenes are done with giant wheelchairs.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of Japanese stage shows. I'm just cleaning up real quick because you're in the way.
Ultraman Kids is a show. Yeah, it looks like it is a show. Prawn Horn Hero Channel was sadly deleted by Toei. Really?
Who?
Oh, I saw that post on Twitter. Okay. So you took the stuff to the library? Because Adam's Family was due yesterday.
No.
What did you buy for food?
For food.
Well, you got the cheese and pasta.
Uh-huh.
And what did you get for... So you got sandwich stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So did you get bread?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Maybe I'll just have that for lunch then.
Well, you better try this first because you might not like it.
Okay, well, I'm not going to try it on camera.
Why not? This can be an ASMR video.
ASMR?
Yeah, where you eat and make sounds and people actually want to watch you eat.
This just sounds disgusting.
There's some sexual connotations to it. It's really weird.
The courteous Toku channel with the worst opinions is over. Oh, so Tokupunk did not like that channel. I actually never saw their videos, so I can't comment on it. Stephen Harada, I gotta bounce. Might be back soon. Was nice chatting with y'all. Oh, that means he wasn't here when I said to answer the question. Okay. Joey Kuga. TokuCast is a pretty good channel. I like some of their opinions, and then others I'm like, what? Are you crazy? You crazy?
Are you literally reading what he's saying?
No, that's what I was saying.
Oh.
In response to the TokuCast channel. Energon toy line seemed cool for what they had.
Isn't that the toy line where I want to get the Starscream?
No.
Oh.
No, Energon was the toy line for the cartoon.
Oh,
Well,
I thought there was a toy line called Energon for separate from the show.
No.
Oh.
You need cheese on it.
Really?
Bill doesn't deserve the hate it gets, but Geo definitely deserves the hate. It was just a mess of a show. Let's see. I started watching Kamen Rider Black. I'm 12 episodes in.
I'm sorry.
Huh.
No, he's watching Kamen Rider Black. I'm sorry.
Kamen Rider Black is amazing.
It's
Thou
terrible.
will not insult the Kamen Rider Black. If you've got a problem, you can go to the bedroom.
I live here. I pay the rent. You're a house husband.
Have you watched season 2 of Ultraman's Netflix series? I have not, and I'm not sure I want to anymore. One, because they deviated from the manga, and two, they're going to give it its own ending next season, so what's the point? Let's see.
I do love the name Toku Punk Productions. I actually think that's like, I hope your like design is like super metal.
Super metal. Do you like Kuga more than Agito now? Nah, I still like Agito more. I think every issue Kuga had, Agito perfected. Kamen Rider
just a
64. I'm late.
Are you pregnant?
Or am I late? I late. So maybe it's supposed to be am I late? Autocorrect might have changed am to I'm.
Oh, the way you read it, like I'm late. That's usually what a woman says to their husband or boyfriend, and they're usually pregnant.
What the?
What?
Don't worry, Kamen Rider 64. I've just been rambling on and on and on. I have a lot of things to catch up on. It's because I apparently am way behind on the chat, so I better skip through and get these things answered. Let's see. Meanwhile, I have to go and blow my nose. So read the next question to me.
I'm plugging this real quick. Okay, where did you leave off?
At the top.
Next question. When will you do more Metal Hero reviews? That's the next question. This is just commentary.
Well, I'm okay.
Okay. I'm here. Just stay away.
Okay, well, I'm back now. So.
No, go away. I actually like doing this. Go away.
No.
Okay, when will you do more Metal Hero reviews?
That's a loaded question. To be determined.
Okay, because he sucks.
Well,
did you really throw that? Don't throw shit.
I didn't throw that.
Okay, no,
I need you to scoot over so I can get back over here. No, well, I meant this thing right here. The I think Zen Kaiju would be cool if we had a Grand Geo-O-esque power up, like when he presses a pad, he summons a weapon from the past Sentai or past Sentai.
Well, you said question.
Whatever.
That's not a question.
Tokusatsu Fan 96. When will you do more Metal Hero reviews? Now I'm on that one.
You just
someday.
said it's a loaded question. You answered it.
Someday.
This is you rambling now. You answered it. Move on.
Someday I will get to review more Metal Heroes.
This is why your live streams are like 4 hours long, because you have to give like a dissertation.
Clearly, 18 people don't mind this dissertation. Hopefully soon I'll get to another Metal Hero series, but it might be a while because Kamen Rider is kicking a lot of ass. Okay. Tim Stalling 75. Hey Kaiju, did you see Bandai's Don Onitajin toy? Yes. I'm amazed they finally are giving a mech knee and elbow articulation. And he looks like a traditional Sentai mech as opposed to those over-designed whatevers they do these days. Let's see. Thoughts on Ternay's design? It is weird. Very weird Russian. Janko X, my local hobby town, has the Kuga Figure Rise, his bike, and Mighty Rising. I mean, the model kits. That's cool. I am not a model kit person, so
Ask Silver Quill. He's the model kit person.
I just don't have the patience to. I put the figures together, and there's always a loose part somewhere. That's why I can't do the Manipula mechs for Sentai. The main characters, except Wolves for Geo, are kind of meh. I did love the Bladed Gito tribute as well as Grand Geo's introduction was awesome. That Kamen Rider fan, they sidelined AG and the rest of the cast, and Dan Karuto King was stupid.
Now, I do have a thing I should mention to you.
K&K offended everyone on Twitter now. What?
You know they can all read this.
I still am reading the comments myself, so I can actually, because I go through all the comments.
I'm sorry, everyone.
That's just how I roll.
I'm not here for all of them, so I really don't know what you do.
Yeah, I know. So be quiet. You're like a third wheel on a tricycle.
Tricycles have three wheels, my love.
I know. It doesn't make sense because tricycles don't make sense.
Never mind. Just go on. I am not even going to argue with you.
Kaiju, do you have a Sabres jersey? No, I don't have any sports jerseys because I'm not a sports person.
I would if I could. It would say Satan on it because he was my favorite Saber.
Shaitan, if you don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Agito arc is best. Funimation no longer exists as of April 1st. Yep. Yeah, that is or April 1st, June 1st.
Yeah, that's why I canceled my subscription.
Kamen Rider and the Japanese Ultraman should be on Netflix in the States. I've been dealing with similar problems, but getting better.
Wait, I'm just lucky I'm being allowed to go to prom tonight. Okay, that's a story that I need to know, Thad. And I'm sorry that you weren't allowed to go to prom originally. Hopefully you didn't set something on fire or anything, but proms are fun. He didn't go to his proms though. I enjoyed it, but then again, I was a very bad kid if you've watched any of our other reviews, so probably did terrible things while I was at my prom.
Junior, God, I hate Dubs. Dubs always ruin it for me. Me too. Dubs. All right. Junior Kilgore, Tokusatsu channel. Hello. Hello, Junior Kilgore. Would you rather have an adaptation of a Toku show or an English dub of it? Whichever one would get me the original show released in Japanese on Blu-ray. So if having it dubbed gets me the Japanese version, then that. If having an adaptation gets them to release the Japanese version on Blu-ray, then I would go with that. You know, it'd be cool if someone released Battle Royale.
I thought it was released in America. But is it out of print?
Well, Arrow Video did a 4K release in the UK, but they can't release it in America because somebody else owns the license to it, who did release it on Blu-ray years ago, but they have not bought. They're just sitting on the license for a 4K version. On X-Men Sidekicks, I wish Jubilee had the same kind of love as Kitty. Jubilee was well-written in several parts of the 90s X-Men, like Larry Hama's Wolverine run, and also Generation X.
I kind of agree with you. Jubilee was, in my opinion, even on the cartoon, a better character than Kitty.
That's because in the cartoon she was Kitty. They took all the Kitty storylines and gave them to Jubilee.
Oh, okay. I don't. Well, because I read the X-Men comics, but I didn't read too much of Jubilee. But I like Jubilee. I never liked Kitty in the comics.
You need help. You need to read the good X-Men comics.
No, I just need to read Age, and I'm fine.
Let's see.
What are your opinions on
Kalish explosions.
what's that?
So that's during the Disney era Power Rangers, where they would add in their own explosions, non-stop explosions. They're riding a bike. There's explosions.
Why is it called Kalish?
Because that was the guy in charge of the special effects.
Was he like in love with Michael Bay?
Apparently. My opinion is that they gave Michael Bay very good orgasms. But I had no problem with them. It was kind of weird at times, but they were fine. I mean, they were like the least offensive thing in some of those Disney era episodes. Those big Beck explosions of Power Rangers, they zoom in on the explosion in slow motion.
That sounds
Over
stupid.
and over again.
You didn't miss anything, Cherry.
I'm back. What did I miss? A lot of rambling. Gaia, goat. Armada and Energon have horrid animation and dubbing, especially Energon's 3D. Yes, that is totally true. Decade has way better characters. No, just no. Tsukasa is a top tier writer protagonist. Wow, Kaiju no Kami is brave. I don't know what comment that would be in regard to at this point, because it's been so long since I've gone over stuff. Have you ever watched the Kuga Garangi and individual Ultraman series kill count compilation videos? They are hilarious. No, I have not actually watched those. Let's see. X8 is the most love for opening by everyone. Oh, it must be in my regard when I said I hate.
Actually, so
You hated the X8.
No, I was. Can you let me finish?
No.
I actually have to say the X8 video or opening song is very grating. If I had to choose between the two, I would go with Ghost because I actually really like Ghost's opening song because it reminds me of classic 90s.
X8's opening or that Hibiki second opening? Which
X8.
is worse?
Oh, Hibiki, 100%. I'll listen to X8 every day compared to that second Hibiki opening. I will put X8 on loop.
That's funny because I actually say something similar to that in my review for Hibiki. That second Hibiki opening is just dreadful. Okay, but yeah, that must be what he was talking about for me saying it's the X8 opening. Yeah, X8 has the most loved opening by everyone. I hate it. It's definitely the most boring Rider song. Were you aware of the Saban trademark called Power Rider back in 2011? I recall reading something on that, but nothing ever came of it, so I didn't care. Do you plan on reviewing Johnny Sacco and his flying robot, Caleb Wilson? Or wait for the Japanese cut to be released on Blu-ray? The Shout DVD is English dub. It's the only copy of the TV show in the West. I have no interest in watching it dubbed, so...
What is it?
The live-action Giant Robo. It's called Johnny Sacco and his flying robot in America. Wait, get a robo? No, Giant Robo. Yeah, Giant Robo. I would just wait for and that's when I get through Sentai, Rider, and Ultraman first, and Metal Heroes. I remember those days. I watched Kaiju no Kami before all of those. I knew him since late 2016.
Do you know him?
Well, he's watched my videos.
Oh, I don't care, Toku Punk. I'm like, do I know you? Because I love the name.
Because one guy asked me why I would have the Godzilla petting it. So I went over, like when I started the channel, I was doing the Blofeld thing, sitting in the chair with the cat, but it was Godzilla.
Oh, yeah, and you don't do that anymore. You're kind of lazy now. You don't even pull out the Godzilla anymore.
Well, one, because the green screen, when I would use green screen, which,
But if you're not using green screen, why don't you go back to the whole Blofeld thing? You're lazy.
because
You're lazy.
okay, it just evolved from there. 10 best and worst Kamen Rider opening themes. I don't know if I can give you 10 worst. 10 best. Break the chain.
Well, you should say what series.
Fine. I'll just go with series. Kiva, both Blade openings. Agito's opening. Kuga's opening. Double's opening. Build's opening. Revice's opening. 01's opening. And Black's opening. Now worst. Hibiki's second opening, X8's opening, Skyrider's second opening. Let's go with Ghost's opening. Let's go with Saber's opening. I can only go with those 5 right now. I don't remember any. I don't remember disliking much of the others right now. Even Decades, which isn't bad, just not great. What? Alright, I don't like Revice's opening. That song just doesn't match the visuals. Those happy visuals and an ugly ass suit.
No, I can kind of be. No, the first time I heard the song, I actually hated it. It wasn't until maybe it's Stockholm Syndrome, but it wasn't until he kind of played it over and over and over again, I started to enjoy it. Because I really didn't like it the first time.
The song is demonic. I love it. It's very evil and sounding.
By a boy band.
It's evil sounding. It's demonic. It's got great music to it.
By a boy band.
Yeah.
Would you say the same thing if it was NSYNC singing it?
Well, they did have that one cool
No,
song.
that was Backstreet Boys.
Oh.
I got you.
I don't know who they are. Okay, but I will agree though the suit for Vice is ugly. Realize. Oh, the Ryuki opening. I forgot that one's pretty cool.
I was actually surprised you didn't say Ryu.
I was trying to stick to 10.
Mm-hmm. A lot of your Sentai reviews aged like fine wine. Riley, I think you might need to drink some fine wine. That's very sweet, though. I really do appreciate it. I pick on him, but that's because we've been together for over 20 years.
Well, I think it also helps that by after Kaku Ranger, I started to have a complete formula for my Sentai reviews. My Jew Ranger taught me how not to review TV shows. And Die Ranger kind of evolved of, okay, let me try it a different way next time. So at some point I'll re-review Jew Ranger and Die Ranger, but that won't be till after I finish every other Sentai series. Or someone decides to release those 2 on Blu-ray.
No, that's fair.
All right. Oh, where was I? Am I the only one who thinks Chapter 3 is peak build? Probably, because that's the 3rd arc, right? I think so. Thoughts on MMORPG nostalgia, and would you like to see Legacy Collection Alien Rangers? Of course I want Legacy Collection Kaku Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be freaking awesome. MMPR nostalgia, it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. People just...
Well, I think, so how I look at it... Oh, go away. Go away. But I like nostalgia because of the aspect that it's what keeps fandoms alive. So while sometimes it's really stupid, some things that they do with old fandoms, I think if there's ways that you can keep new audiences interested in something that happened a long time ago, look at Star Wars. Star Wars, you don't have movies for periods of time, some of them good, some of them bad, but
most of them bad.
if not for the fact that you have that ongoing fandom and ongoing interest in other ways, why not bank on nostalgia? It's just wait. Depending on how old you are, you're gonna see it with stuff that you grew up with, and you're like, oh my god, this is still around. And then you're gonna hear people talking about it, and you're like, damn, I feel old. And that's kind of usually what nostalgia does to you, is it makes you feel super, super old after a while.
That's why you have to throw out the nostalgia goggles.
Well, you have to do that too, because once you hit a certain age, I've actually come to that conclusion. Like, oh my God, cartoons are nothing like they are when I was a kid. And then I watch some of those cartoons from when I was a kid, and I'm like, oh my God, that was horrible. Like Gem and the Holograms.
Gem, G.I. Joe,
Oh,
He-Man,
oh no,
She-Ra.
no. Gem was the worst because I had all the same voice actors from G.I. Joe, and they did not fit those characters.
Just think of Voltron's dub, where the guys did 90% of the female voices.
Oh my God, yeah, that was bad.
All right. I have such a hard time getting to Forze. It took we quit after the first episode when it initially aired, and then went back to it later.
It's High School Musical, the Toku series.
What I hate most about Build is how they butchered Kazumine's character with that Mitan stuff. Yeah, that I didn't like that, which was kind of disappointing. Marco Satsu is kind of boring. That
He's the OJ, hopefully OG. Okay, I thought you meant OJ Simpson. I'm like,
no. Let's see. Yeah, Rogue. Let's see. I'm actually a fiction writer, and the character I'm writing right now for a book I got inspired for is Kazumine. Kazumine character's pretty much Kazumine with the Mitan stuff removed. Caleb Wilson, I think you'll like Johnny Soko. He's one of the more fun child characters. He's pretty much a short Hayata.
please don't apologize for grammar errors. Technology doesn't help with grammar, so never apologize for anything like that.
Okay, wow. Okay, we are very, very, very far behind. Very far behind. Okay, where am I? Okay, I'm past that.
Yes.
I'm past that. Okay. Sorry about the grammar errors. Don't worry, it's okay. Let's see. What comic era do you prefer? Silver Age, Bronze Age, or the gritty post-Watchmen Dark Knight era?
Please keep it simple.
Bronze Age.
Thank you.
Well,
Oh my God, I said keep it simple.
yes, I'm going to keep it simple. Let me put it this way: Bronze Age for DC, Silver Age and Bronze Age are kind of the same for Marvel because Marvel was all about storytelling from Silver Age and Bronze Age. DC didn't start doing accurate storytelling until the Bronze Age. So, but my favorite era would be the Bronze Age overall. Okay. Revice has a couple other people like the Revice theme. A marine-based Sentai. Thoughts? I've been wanting a marine-based Sentai for a long time. Have the villains be fire demons that are trying to burn the world.
Oh my God, at least you didn't get on your soapbox. Because you have a full soapbox speech about the marine-based Sentai.
Let's see. Do you have a favorite Sentai theme? The Time Ranger opening. Absolute best Sentai theme.
Hurricane.
You're close to 7,000 subs. Any big plans? Not really.
Really?
I don't have. I've already got a full schedule of stuff, so I don't have anything specific for 7,000 subs. Maybe I can think of something to do. I don't know yet. But who knows? Maybe I'll look into doing another season of the Heisei Ultra 7 series for that. I'll look later. Depends how. First, I want to get my Hibiki review done. That's my. Actually, I know what will be for my 7,000th. The celebration.
Can you not look crazy? People cannot see your eyes, but your eyes look crazy as shit.
Oh no! Okay, I got an idea. I know exactly what I'm going to do. It's something I'm going to work on after I finish Hibiki.
So not at all.
No, you should know what it is.
I don't. Don't look at
I
me.
just talked about it yesterday.
We'll have to talk.
Yeah, we'll talk after.
Because I have no fucking idea.
Actually, yes. So yes, maybe I do have a plan for that. It'll be an anime review. Okay. 2000s is peak Toku. Let's see. That's because Kia. I cannot forget my hatred for Fies. Fies. Oh.
Really.
Okay. Decade and Kiva are amazing in Fies. Fies has amazing character story, and Garo in Final Wars. My most hated series is 0, 1, or Forza. Demons is based indeed. I got Demons Driver today. Oh, that's cool. Gubila. Yes, it is Gubila. There was a question earlier about worst Ultraman monsters, and I couldn't think of anything except Gubila. 5 Gubila, 4 Gubila, 3 Gubila, 2 Gubila. Honorable mentions Gubila, 1 Gubila. He's the shark one with that drill nose.
Oh yeah, that looks stupid.
I hate that monster, and he's overused. Have you read Golden Age Superman, a version of Super who is a grounded working class hero who fights wife beaters, corrupt businessmen, and greedy landlords, and fights Hitler in the process? Well, Nazis in the process. Yes, I've read the first several Golden Age Superman comics, and then I got bored and gave up. It's same with Batman. I read like the first 10 Golden Age Batman comics, and then I was like,
Then why do you keep on buying them?
I don't have the Golden Age ones.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh no, you have the Golden Age Captain America.
Yeah, I have Golden Age Captain America because I got that omnibus for $20. And then I got Alan Bellman to sign it.
Mm-hmm.
And he drew a picture in it. And then he died. Okay, Gubila, cringe.
Do you think it's annoying that Marcus is here? Yes.
Do you think it's annoying everyone ignores Shinji Higuchi and giving Hideki Anno all the credit for Shin Ultraman? I don't know yet because I haven't seen Shin Ultraman. But I do think Anno overall is just overrated because he created Evangelion, so that's all anyone ever thinks of.
Oh, speaking of which, I am on a campaign to try to get him to review Evangelion.
Yeah, no.
I really want him to review it.
I was surprised.
Just so you can hear how bad he hates it.
I was surprised that Sevenger was in Leo because though Sevenger was Ultraman Z robot. Yeah, Sevenger was in one episode of Leo. One episode. And he did not accomplish anything. What have you heard about the next Power Ranger series? I've heard that either Zyuohger or Cure Major will be next in line. I haven't heard anything, but then I haven't really paid much attention to the rumors. I wish Showa era Kamen Rider was more available. I wish all eras of Kamen Rider were more available. But I do think we would probably see Black next if Shout Factory does another Showa series. Question for Krelika. If Zenkaiger is indeed the Seinfeld of Sentai and Kaito would be like Jerry, what about everyone else? You answer that while I put some of these away.
You're actually going to clean up your mess? Thank you. It's so nice when he cleans. He's a terrible house husband.
Well, you just answer the question.
So yes, as you probably heard during all of our reviews of Zenkaiger, I believe that Zenkaiger is a Seinfeld. So with all of your questions, I'm going to start with one person you didn't list here, and that's Norm. I think Norm needs to be Stacy. Not same character, but just Norm was that asshole character who really tried to make life miserable for Jerry. I think his name was Norm. Now I'm like screwed up. But for Kramer, I actually think it's my dime store Predator. Gowan just would be perfect as Kramer. George, I think personality-wise, is probably going to be like Juron, mainly because while George in Seinfeld wasn't that fatherly type, he was that reality type character who tried to keep everybody contained. Elaine is kind of the hard one because if you've ever watched Seinfeld, Elaine is just, there's many sides of her. But I think Elaine would be kind of a combination of Flint and Majine. there's certain qualities that couldn't work with those two characters just because Japanese are so not like Elaine. And then I wish Two Kaiser could be like Kramer just because he'd be fun as that. But that's kind of what I would go with. But I love Seinfeld, watched it all the time. So that's really why I keep on going on that. So thank you for that question, Thad. Hi, Games by Mark Wolf. I love that name. I actually love games too. Any thoughts on Ultraman Decker? I'm here. I'm here. Did you try the ham?
No, I forgot to, but that's okay. I'll eat after we finish this.
Oh, I'm now here.
Whatever.
Oh.
Ow. All right. Thoughts on Ultraman Decker? Don't be as bad as Dinah and Trigger.
When does it come out?
July.
Oh.
That's all I've really got. Just don't be as bad as Trigger and Dinah.
I'm waiting for the next season of Overlord. Yes! Same here.
That one time.
I like your hair. If you're talking about me, thank you. I love my hair. It's actually fuchsia. It's just a lot of the color has come out, so I have to do it again.
Another question for you. What if Zenkaiger had a soup monster whose catchphrase was "No soup for you"?
I would love that. So a lot of people actually hate the name of it, hate the name of the how they categorize the character in the series. He's called the Soup Nazi.
Who, in what series?
Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
So I would love, and I would have loved an episode just kind of having fun with it because it really was like that show about nothing. So if they could do something with like the Soup Nazi, or maybe being stuck in like a parking garage all day trying to find their car, something like that would have been hilarious. Just something silly.
Okay. Favorite PlayStation console of all time? PS2.
Yeah, it's toss up between 2 and 3 for me.
3 was terrible.
Yeah, but it had a lot of cool games.
Yeah, but most of the best games on PS3 were ported to PS4.
That's true, but
PS2 is when they went all out and they were willing to take risks and try new things. If they didn't work, they would try something else new.
Yeah, and I did start Persona on the PlayStation 2. So yeah, PS2. No, I have to read this for you. You hate One More Day. I hate One Moment in Time more because according to Caseta, marriage is not real unless you have children. What the fuck? Okay, one, that is BS because, like, in our particular situation, we can't have children. I physically can't. So, are we not married in Caseta's eyes because we didn't procreate? That's okay. That's BS. I will agree with that.
I don't even know what this one moment in time is. Let's see. Garrett G, what's in the works for May? Well, my Hibiki review, because it didn't happen, isn't going to happen in April. And then I don't know yet. Possibly a review to celebrate 7,000 subs, if I reach that at that point in May. Otherwise, possibly Ultraman Mabius. And I want to do maybe a Goosebumps video on what the hell is going on with Goosebumps collecting. And if I remember to finally do it, my ranking the Yakuza game review or video.
We look more like, oh my God, help me.
What? Oh, I'm not there yet. Let's see. There was an Axis Power because I never knew that before I learned U.S. history at school. Kamen Rider 64. Do you think you could beat Yugi or any other character in a duel? No, because they can get whatever card they want right out of their ass to win the game. Oh.
What?
I think Someone messaged me about the Trendmasters Godzilla hatchlings the other day, and I've just been so busy with subbing that I completely forgot to respond to
What
it.
are Trendmasters?
Trendmasters was a Godzilla toy line from the 90s.
Oh,
I
because
used to
all I
have-
think of
remember-
Trendmaster was Headmaster.
Remember that big box I had of the Godzilla figures that were in that big box?
God help me! Yeah, that was annoying.
That was from Trendmasters.
Really?
Let's see. Hi, Kinetan.
Hi, Russian Wanderer.
Thoughts on Deadmans? The Deadmans have been probably the best Kamen Rider villains in years because they're an actual group who kill people. They aren't just like a normal evil riders. They were actually had their own monster forms. Really?
That's what I was saying. We are not okay. That would be one really fucking creepy if we were related. No, so normally for anybody who doesn't know, I actually bleached out my hair a few years ago because I had my hair black for about 15 years. And since then, I've been trying to do purple. Well, I've been trying to do red and he's been doing purple, but unfortunately, the last hair color I did came out more purplish and his hair fades really quickly. This is why I want to go back to that black hair.
You did all that work to get the black out of your hair.
I'm just going to go back to super goth. That's fine. I will do a Q&A myself. We can talk about all the terrible things I've done as a kid, and that's why I watch anime and Toku and all of that. But no, I don't take offense to the comment either. That I should say that I've had somebody make the comment before and it actually makes me laugh because I think it's because we've been together so long that we have taken on different traits of each other. And that honestly, if you ever see an old married couple, think of like your grandparents as a perfect example. When they're together like super hella long, they're like constant, they take on similar qualities. It's true. Did you not notice that with your parents? Your parents are in their 70s.
I haven't seen my parents in over 10 years.
Are you saying the last time you didn't see them?
No. But
well, your mom is Satan, so you try to ignore it.
Okay. Wouldn't it be funny if she was watching this right now?
Does your mom even know your channel?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, Susan, you're not Satan. I really do love
you. Okay. Super Omega, have you watched Votoms? I have not, but I have the Blu-ray set that includes everything.
Yeah, I bought it for him. It's really annoying.
So at some point I'll watch it. I love that kaiju streams are long. I'm not here to watch a short live stream.
You say that after 2.5 hours.
Andreas just arrived here, kaiju. Are you following the anime Love After World Domination this season? It's a fun Sentai spoof. We are not. I kind of needed a break from a season-long anime since we just got done watching Miss Karaitsu in the Monster Development Department. But at some point, we'll probably check out Love After World Domination. It basically looks like an anime version of Car Ranger to me. Gundam F91, thoughts on the movie? I wish it was a 13-episode OVA instead.
Agreed.
Yeah, F91 had good ideas, but it was a rushed product. It's basically 50 episodes crammed into a 90, 100, 110-minute movie, whatever it was. What's your least favorite and favorite Gundam series?
So that's actually really easy. I have two least favorites, X and H. And then my favorite is honestly going to be Double Zeta.
Double Zeta?
Double Zeta and then Zeta.
You mean Double Z?
I just go with Double Zeta. Are my parents watching this? Because they're calling me now.
What does that have to do with my... Whatever. Okay. Hello? Guys make a great duo. 60 Stanley, hello? Which era do you prefer? The Alienated Teenage era or Ditko? I like the Romita Senior stuff. better for Spider-Man. I enjoyed the high school stuff, but I actually prefer everything that occurs after with Romita Senior. Who Romita Senior and Ross Andrew are probably my favorite Spider-Man artists. I just love all the way they just do the art. Ross Andrew's backgrounds and his run of Spider-Man are incredible. There's this scene in one issue where Spider-Man's fighting Tarantula in a dark room, and he's got to use his spider light emblem to light up the room. It's such a badass fight. How would you bring Ultraman into the MCU? Alternate universe. I haven't read the Ultraman comics, so I don't know what they do there. But I mean, they're space cops. They can travel the multiverse. So that's all you do is you just have them come into that universe chasing after some type of monster. I feel like I'm slowly turning into Affleck Duck Rip Gilbert Godfrey. What did I miss this time? Nothing, Cherry. Absolutely nothing at all. Most unfunny Sentai writer in Ultra series. Ultra 7X. Q Ranger or Ryu Soldier. Sky Rider. Thoughts on Johnny Ngo. Thoughts on Will Smith smacking Chris Rock during the Oscars? It made for a lot of funny memes, but it's boring at this point. People need to stop acting like Will Smith's slap wiped out half of life in the universe. Do you think DVDs are outdated? Definitely Russian. DVDs were technically outdated back in like 2000. Thoughts on Gilbert Godfrey's death? It sucks. Kim Tai. Macross. Are we finally going to get free from the clutches of Harmony Gold? Nope. Sadly not. Harmony Gold has relicensed Macross for the next 35 years. X-Men sucks. Thanos rules. I like both. Some people may not like it, but I suppose there are people that don't know what it's like. If you were a Rayonix from Ultra Galaxy Witchland Sea Sky Kaijus, would you use in your team and why? Oh, from Mega Monster Battle. King Joe, Leylons, and King Joe would be Sky, Leylons would be Sea, Land would be wait. Would King Joe count as a kaiju since he's just a robot? Yeah, I'm gonna go King Joe, Leylons, and that the bird thing from Ultraman Gaia that has the face in there. I can't think of his name now. Those would be probably my team, just because I really like their designs. King Joe is my favorite Ultraman kaiju, sort of kaiju, of all of them. You make fun of my girlfriend, and you bet your ass I would do the same. I agree, Thad. Beavis Butthead. Beavis and Butthead saw the Disney era Power Rangers explosion would say fire, fire, that. Well, if Krillin comes back, Jerry, I will go back up to your question for her. I will try to highlight this in hopes that it stays. I am getting hungry, so I need to get through the rest of these quick. So, guys, I am going to Kaiju, what are your issues? Do you believe Kitty couldn't stay a kid sidekick forever? True, especially because the X-Men were age. I never really got into Jubilee's character, but I haven't read the comics with her first appearance, so when I get to that, maybe things will change. I wasn't a fan of her. There's some people call them Koichi explosions, named after Koichi Sakamoto, the stunt actor director most likely responsible. Gmail, yeah, Russian. I know. I've been working all week, dude. I don't have time for chatting right now. It's the end of the school year. Get me in the early June. Android, it seems I'm the only one who thinks of Biki's opening as top 10 rider openings. People really need to appreciate orchestra songs more. A lot of people just deem it boring. I love the original opening to Biki. I love that the music changed in episodes. I love that sometimes you would have the trumpet, sometimes it would be drums, sometimes it would be that's 80s Catwoman. My first video of yours is your worst Simpsons episodes. Nice. Mine Thad's was the review of Geki Ranger. Neil Adams, have you read the Roy Thomas Neil Adams run of X-Men? I recommend it because it's the best pre-Claremont run. I have not yet. I just got the omnibuses for the pre-Claremont run of X-Men Supreme. So my plan is I'm waiting for Uncanny Volume 5 to come out. And then Extinction Agenda. And I want to read X-Men in order from issue 1 through the entire Claremont era to the very end of his run. Let's see. Favorite and least favorite Gundam opening. My favorite is probably going to always be Just Communication from Wing. The music to Gundam Wing is the best thing about Gundam Wing. Hasbro stopped releasing physical media in 2017. I don't think that's totally true. Because they had My Little Pony coming out in 2017. Can you make a video? Oh. I'm going to mispronounce this. Dula Sataran Kanan. Can you make a video on how OP Ultraman Zero is whenever he returns in other Ultraman shows, or maybe just review Ultraman Zero series? The Ultraman Zero series is just the movies chopped up to be a series. So I covered them in my give me a moment here. Karelika's on the phone, so I'll do this. But the Ultraman Zero series is just the movies chopped up to be a series. So there's really nothing to review there since I covered the movies in my Mega Monster Battle review. Now, for being OP, I don't think he's any more or less OP than any other Ultraman. So I can't say I agree on there. Oh, crap. Okay. That was annoying. Kaiju no Kami has evolved past his Blowfield form. I assume he visited the secret corporate payoff money and upgraded his lair. Maybe. Who told you about all this? But I don't care since their subs are shit. Which subs? All right. Let's see. Oh, where am I? God damn. Okay. All right, guys. I'm getting really hungry, so I think I'm gonna read through these comments at super speed and just comment on the ones that are questions. Hope you don't mind. Do, 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 do. What's your favorite special effects directed by Yusubara Araya that is not from a kaiju movie? I don't know if I've seen any of his work from non-kaiju movies, so I don't know. I guess it depends what you count as a kaiju movie and what isn't a kaiju movie. Because Matango is technically not a kaiju movie, but it is. But I love his effects work there. Um, to watch your During review on a fairly regular basis. I always go back to it for odd creative inspiration. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad that people are still enjoying it all these years later. It's just like I said, a review that taught me how not to review shows. Who's stronger between you two? Between Krelika and I? Totally I. Yeah, and TV Nihon subs the closing narration instead of the dialogue, which is why I prefer overtime since Nihon leaves things untranslated at times. Can you maybe explain Evangelion's anime series ending? Yes. The ending to Evangelion is a reset button. Basically, the world is reset to 0. So everyone is dead, but then they're all going to be living again at some point. No, Thad, he just means Hasbro hasn't released any physical media releases for any show in a while. Too bad Turn A didn't get a dub. I'm glad it didn't back then, but these days I would like to see it get a dub. Junior Kilgore, I am sorry you are watching Sailor Moon Crystal. Let's see. Time Ranger theme sends chills down my spine. My number one Sentai show, Peter and MG's Child. I recommend Spider Girl by DeFalco. Do you plan on reviewing The Last War? It's one of the more grim films from the Golden Age of Tokusatsu to the 1954 Godzilla. I don't know. I might have to look into that at some point. You need more Kamen Rider belts. I just need the Gito and Blade belts. I want the Gito and Blade belts. Thoughts on the campier version of Batman like Adam West shown the Brave and the Bold cartoon? I feel like Batman doesn't always have a chance. Doesn't always. I don't like the Adam West Batman show one bit. I am not a fan, but I did like Brave and the Bold. It balanced being comedy and seriousness hand in hand. It was well balanced. Adam West took it way too far on the comedy side. Nolan's movies took it way too far on the serious side. I feel like the Batman and the first Tim Burton movie have balanced the comic book and seriousness and silly aspects perfectly well. Have you guys played Jump Force? We have not. Ano's other works, Gunbuster Nadia. I have not actually seen those, Supreme. Hello there, Krelika and Kaiju. Hello, Goji Shay 1991. Let's see. Krelika should do more solo Q&As. 5 worst Ultraman Leo moments. Russian. 5 worst Leo moments. Dan Moriboshi. I know it's a cop out, but I want to get moving. Russian. I want to see what other people have asked questions about. Worst trigger moments. Too many. Way too many. Higuchi is a great effects filmmaker, Caleb. I totally agree. Worst Tiga moment. Oh God. The kids when they fire in the car and blow up the billboard. My favorite season of the year is spring, and my favorite month is May. My favorite season. I don't know. My favorite season is kind of winter, but not winter. My favorite month is October because Halloween. Bridges the Jasmine of SPD. He was a cool character. What's the best Spider-Man favorite? What's the best Spider-Man anime show so far? I think it's the Spectacular Spider-Man. It was spectacular. Favorite henshin device you own? The CSM double belt. One Moment in Time is Sully Kozada explaining One More Day, and it was written to justify home. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response on One Moment in Time. That just, yeah, no. I know you're not into dubs, but do you think there should be dubs of the new Ultraman TV show so it's more easy? Yes. Anime, I'm fine with dubs for anime. Anime dubs I'm okay with. There's good ones, there's bad ones. But animation works better dubbed because it's all dubbed as opposed to live action. I wish I could give Naruto a wedgie. Did Gundam X have a talking dolphin? Yes, it did. It had a talking dolphin. Spectacular Spider-Man is the best animated Spider-Man ever and my favorite Spider-Man. I also love his thingamajig. I've got someone who put in a big question. Hold on. All right. I have to go to this thing. Have you ever watched the Kuga Grungy individuals? I have not. I saw this comment earlier. I have not watched it yet. I will have to check it out. Send me a link somewhere. Probably not in the chat here, but like in the comments. 90s Spider-Man is amazing to pretty much all the movies and anime shows took inspiration from it. Kind of. The problem is that the 90s Spider-Man series has not aged very well. Thoughts on 70s Bronze Age Batman of O'Neill, Englehart, Adams, and Rogers? I think the Bronze Age is what made Batman good. Batman was not a good comic until the Bronze Age. Then when they started to actually do story arcs, Bronze Age Batman was the best era of Batman, hands down. The O'Neill, Wolfman, Wine, all of them were the best, just the best at writing Batman at that time. Thoughts on the movies Fight Club and Upgrade? I have not seen Fight Club. We own it, so at some point I will. Upgrade I thought was really good. It was a better Ghost in the Shell movie than Ghost in the Shell. Let's see. Yeah, Gundam X has its fans. I can't really say how I feel yet about the Max and Don Brothers Toku Punk because I need to see them in action, but I like what I've seen design-wise. So Eva's ending is kind of like Ryuki and Bill's ending? Essentially, yes. Which iconic Marvel artist do you prefer? Kirby or Ditko? I love Ditko, but I gotta go with Kirby. I have to go with Kirby. Not like Ditko's great. He's got his own signature style to him stuff, but I gotta go with Kirby. What happened to the CSM Agito? I don't know. I pre-ordered that belt a while ago and it still hasn't come in. I don't think the Dark Knight trilogy is that dark. I just think it forgot to be a comic book film. I thought it had a great balance. Are there aspects of the Adam West show you do like? I like the Riddler. I think the actors did a good job with what they were given. I just don't like the interpretation of Batman. Riddler was not bad. Penguin was not bad. Burgess Meredith was a good Penguin. The first half of classic Doctor Who was shot on film, while the second was shot on video. Actually, no, you're not right. Only locations, like outside locations, were shot on film. Everything in studio was shot on video. The only story that was fully shot on film was the first Pertwee one because it was the first one done in color. So that was the only one that was fully shot on film. Every other Doctor Who story was shot on film for outdoors, indoors was on video. If Disney is Plus can bring back the 90s X-Men, we need a revival of the Yostverse, Spectacular Spider-Man, Avengers, Earth, Mightiest Heroes, and Wolverine and the X-Men. I thought those were already on Disney Plus. Oh, you mean bring back as in agreed. Spectacular Spider-Man especially needs to happen. Oh my god, I'm all caught up. The toy looks epic, but it's going to be a CGI monster. I hope it's not CGI. I hope it's an actual suit. But yes, I am all caught up. Yay! Granted, I had to skip, I read through all the comments, but I had to skip reading them. Krelika's still on the phone, so I don't think she's going to get to answer that question from earlier about the Gundam openings. And, oh, Junior, I hope you are enjoying Sailor Moon Crystal, though. Even though I don't like it, I hope you are enjoying it. But there was, so Krelika is still on the phone with her parents, so she won't be able to answer your questions, the other two, so maybe next time. But yes, I am gonna go eat. My favorite Spider-Man stories in the marriage era before I go eat. Well, I guess, the McFarlane era was not bad, but yeah, I don't know. I have to think about that for a bit. But with that said, I am going to end this stream. Thank you all for joining me, as always. Thank you as well for putting up with me when I had to go do other stuff because of sinuses. So that's all I've got. Until next time, guys. Bye. I always do that, and I have to always remember I have to hit end stream.